Welcome to KNX Tutorial 1, Programming of Basic Lighting. Tutorial 1 KNX Drawing with Description. So this is a pickup drawing, and I'm going to cover the red rectangle section of this drawing, so which is entry, bedroom 2 and bathroom. So I have one KNX switch, which is KNX 1. KNX 1 is 3 rockers or 6 button garage switch. You can change the setting through the ETS. So in the bedroom 2 we have the same switch, garage switch, and in the bathroom I have one ABB presence detector, PIR, and we will have a cabinet which will be somewhere in the entry area. Lighting detail. So at the entry we have 4 different circuits: entry chandelier, dimmable; entry spotlight, dimmable; entry wall light, dimmable; stairs step light, switch only. Bedroom consists of 3 different circuits: bedroom chandelier, dimmable; bedroom spotlight, dimmable; bedroom wall light, dimmable; bedroom bedside lamp, switch only, non-dimmable. Bathroom consists of 3 circuits: bathroom spotlights, switch only; bathroom mirror light, switch only; bathroom fan, which is only on and off. So for this project I will need one power supply, which the one which I'm using is without diagnostic and without individual address, which we don't need to add into our program. Then I'm going to use 6-channel dimming actuator, ABB 6-channel dimming actuator. As we go back, so we have 6 dimmable lights, and then I'm going to use 8-channel switch actuator. If we go back, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switch channel, which is, so most of the switch actuator they come in 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. So that's why I'm picking 8-channel switch actuator. 3 of the channel will be spare. And I'm using garage switch, garage push button sensor, and ABB presence detector. So ABB dimmer. So this is the detail of ABB dimmer data sheet. This can do, each channel can do 210 watt. ABB switch actuator. So this is the switch actuator I'm using for this project. You can read the more detail about it, data sheet, they have presentation, and a lot more about it. The same thing, garage switch sensor. Features. This is the different feature of this switch, what it's capable of. Data sheet. product database file. This we will need to use this later in the programming. And then ABB presence detector. This is the description of the ABB presence detector. More detail, all the documentation, manuals, data sheet, everything available in here. Software, ETS5 database file, which we will need to use it later. Next is engineering tool software, ETS. So ETS professional, you need to buy a license, which is about 100 quid, 1000 quid. But for the learning purposes, we can use the demo, and which will allow us to use maximum of 5 KNX devices. You can download ETS from the link, this link, and you don't need to buy the license. Okay, so let's download the ETS 5 Professional. Go to this link. Okay, scroll down. ETS 5 Lite, ETS 5 Professional. So you can buy a ETS license on €100, but for the training purposes you can use the ETS, which will ETS demo, which will allow you to use up to 5 devices. So you can add up to 5 KNX devices in ETS 5 demo. Click on download and then install the ETS. So after downloading the ETS, you double click on the ETS icon. So this is the ETS environment. So to create a new project, you click plus, which is new project. So click on plus, create new project. So it will be KNX tutorial. Tutorial 1. Create project. So this is building section, so where you create the complete structure of the building. So this is the drawing, so ignore the rest of the building. We're going to work on the entry, bedroom 2 and bathroom. So let's create this area in our building structure. Click this arrow icon here. I'll add a room. First is entry, and this is hallway. So you can select whatever it is, either it's a bedroom, corridor, utility, office, which will bring an icon of that. This is hallway. Then I will add another one, room, bedroom 2. So this is, the icon is showing bedroom, bedroom 2, and you can click another button here, like you can click on the plus here, and you can write down bathroom, bathroom, press OK, and now you can see bathroom and bedroom 2 and 3. So we have a KNX cabinet here at the entry, so I'm gonna write that, I'm gonna add a cabinet here, which will be KNX cabinet. You can write down the description in here, like we have one KNX dimmer, KNX switch, actuator. Okay, so the structure is done. Now I'm going to start adding the devices into the structure. So in the KNX cabinet, I have one dimmer and one switch actuator. Let's go back to the slides. These are, so this is, I have one channel, 6-channel dimmer. So you click on this dimmer, the first thing you need to do is to download the ETS database of that device, which will be, like, let's suppose I'm using ABB, so I'll go to the ABB website and download the specific device software, which is called ETS database. So I'll click download this device, this database, which is already done. To add these devices, all the database, once we download all the database, we have to import this to the catalog. So there is a two-way to import a device to a catalog. Either click on this catalog icon here, it will open another box. I have already added lots of devices, but you probably have M3 here. So you can, this, now that both windows is showing horizontally split, but I can change the setup of the windows. I can change them split vertical. You can hide them. I'll disable the cloud service. So I click on, I have just downloaded the ABB 6-channel dimmer. I click on import. When you open this box, in your box there will be no devices showing up, so you have to import the devices first. So click on import. So I go to the downloads, and this is, I have downloaded this device. So this is, I click on any of this device. I'm not importing this device because I already have them in my database. So once you select that device, import, and then it will come up on your catalog. So in my catalog, you can open up. So what I have is, let's go back to the part number. What is the part number? So UD/S. I'll go back to ETS, UD/S. So you see, I previously added these dimmers, so they have 4-channel dimmer and 6-channel dimmer. So ABB make only 2 type of these dimmer, which could be either 4-channel or 8-channel. So this one is 4-channel and this one is 6-channel. So I'll add the first 6-channel dimmer into the cabinet. I drag this one. This is ABB dimmer, KNX dimmer, and then I have switch actuator, which is SS/S. I'm not going to go through the process again, and this is 8.10.2.1. So I'll add this to my cabinet as well. So as I mentioned, I'm not using the power supply with diagnostics, so KNX power supply with diagnostics, so I don't need to add my power supply in here, which will be just a dummy device. You don't need to add a power supply if you are not using it for the diagnostic. It depends on the different manufacturers. Some manufacturers need the individual address. This is, we call the individual address, 1.1.1 and 1.1.2. It's same like IP address of your computer or something like that, but it's a KNX individual. We call it individual address. Okay, so that is done. Now I have one switch in bedroom 2. Let's start from the entry. So on the entry I have a cabinet and I have a switch as well. Okay, so let's add the Gera switches. So we have one switch at entry. In the catalog, let's download the Gera switch database. So go to the downloads. And this is ETS database file. Oh, something is not right. They don't let me to download it. Okay, I already use this devices in one of my other projects. I will copy it from that project for the time being, and I will add a link, or you can contact me for all the database file. Let me go to one of other project, tutorial 1. So I have this push sensor in here. You can right click here, copy, and then you can copy to the entry. Just paste it here and paste. Let's close this project. Okay, so now let's add I can copy this again from here, copy, and I have one switch in the bedroom too, so I'll paste it here as well. For the bathroom I need to add a PIR, so let's go back to catalog and ABB PIRs. Presence detector, so this is 20. This is, I have already downloaded the database and imported to our catalog. So let's drag this into bathroom. Okay, so in the bathroom, this is, you can write down the description of each device. You can click on the device, properties, description, bathroom PIR. In the bedroom, I have write down bedroom switch. And here you can write entry switch, you can call it keypad, some people call it keypad. Okay, so the structure is, I have created the building structure and I add all my devices where it's supposed to be. Like in the bathroom I have one PIR, which is, let me show you in the drawing. So I have create, let's name this as a KNX 1, KNX 2. Change the names. This one, rather than writing in the description, I'll write down, this is PIR, which is PIR 1. This should be PIR 1, PIR 1, entry switch, this is KNX 1, and the bedroom is KNX 2, or you can change it, the description right here as well. So I can write down KNX 1. Okay, so that's it. Now we need to go to, actually I want to, now it's to create the group addresses and link the group addresses with the each devices. So let's look into the drawing. So I have at the entry KNX 1, I have one KNX switch, which will look like so this is, if I look into here, so this is, on the top we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons, or you can do it as a 3 rocker. But what I want to do is, the first button, I want to use it as a rocker and dimmable, which will turn on all the lights, all the entry lights, and turn off all the entry lights. And then button number 3, I'm going to use them as a button. The rest of the two rockers I'm going to use as a button setting, and it will control the individual lights. Let's have look to the description of the lighting. So we have here, so we have the first rocker will turn on all the four of the lights, the first rocker, and the second will turn on all the button number 3 will turn on the only chandelier, button number 4 will turn on spotlight, button number 5, and then button number 6, so on. Let's go back to the programming and create the. Okay, so what we need to do now, go to the group addresses, and I have create main group address, which is, our name is KNX tutorial 1 group addresses. Now here I'm gonna split them into the group addresses. This is 3 level of group addresses, so main, middle, and then group addresses. So the middle one, I'm gonna split it according to the area, like the bathroom, bedroom, entry. So I'm gonna add middle group addresses. First one would be entry, lighting. Second one will be bedroom. 2, lighting, and bathroom. Lighting and fan. Now click on entry. So in the entry I have, let's go back to the slide. So I have entry chandelier, which I'm going to copy from here, and it is dimmable. So for the dimmable lights, we need to create the group addresses like this. Entry chandelier, on, off, and then we need to know the status, whether it's on or off. So on and off status. And then we need dimming object, which is, you can call it entry chandelier relative dimming. Relative dimming, which is 4-bit. I'm not doing the absolute dimming at the moment here, but let me add the absolute dimming as well. I don't think so we need to do it right now. Absolute dimming is only required when you're gonna have a mobile app or something like visualization, or you have some KNX touch panel where you can see what is the status of the dimming at the moment, like whether it is 100% on, 50% on, whatever the percentage it is right now. So this is entry chandelier, and I'm gonna add a few empty addresses so it can make it easy for us. So entry shunt layer, on and off status, relative dimming. Now let's do the same thing for the next one. Is we have entry spotlight and entry wall light. How I'm gonna do it a bit quicker here. I'm gonna copy all these, paste it once, Control Z, and again copy paste. You can edit either double click, once click and click again, so you can edit here, because I'm gonna remove it like this. I'm gonna remove the name. Then you can scroll down, just press the down arrow key, delete this one, and you can click here, go here, and you can change the name on here as well. So it's the same way. Okay, so this is on off. This should be, you should do this for each dimmable circuit. And I'm going to paste it once more because I have wall light, spotlight, and then wall light. So now I'm going to name them. So we have entry spot lights, and let's copy this down again. Okay, and let's go, I have here entry wall lights. Entry wall lights, and let's go do the same thing for here. The last one is I'm going to change this to, so the entry step lights, they are switch only, so we don't need the dimming objects for that. So it should be entry step lights, and again entry steps light, on and off status. Okay, so we create the group addresses, and here let's link these group addresses to the actual devices. So let's go to the actuator first. So we have dimming actuator. You can click on the parameter, and if you want to do some changes to the channel, so here we have parameter master. So if you click on here, load type automatic detection and logarithmic, minimum dimming value is 1% and maximum dimming value is 100%. So this is very important to know, minimum dimming value and maximum dimming value. in most of the cases you will see like some of the lights, when you dim them to a certain value, like when it goes to 20%, maybe 10%, some to 5%, and they will be goes off, completely goes off. So to avoid that, you set a minimum dimming value. Let's suppose we have one light, we have this type of lights, they goes off at 5%. So when you dim them below that 5%, they goes off. So I'm gonna limit them to 5%. So in this case, they will go to minimum 5%, not below than that, which will they will still on. This is very important here. Switch on value. So switch on value, it says last value. Now last value, let's suppose you you leave the lights, you turn the lights up, they were 5% dim, and you turn them up, and at the night it looked very bright, but next day in the morning you come and you press the button on and they come on at 5%, which look very dim. So that's why I ideally advise it to be like either 100%, if it's not 100%, 80%, always 80%, or 90%. So leave it like every time when you press a button, they will come on at 90%. So it's better to leave it on this setting rather than last value. Okay, these are all different settings. You don't need to worry about all the other settings. Let's go channel 1. We assume the channel 1 is okay. So at the moment I don't have the feedback here. Let's see where is. Okay, I need to enable. If you see channel A, switching, relative dimming, and brightness value, and we don't have the feedback objects, which will tell us whether the light is on or off. So let's enable the feedback. Go to the parameter. So this is parameter master. This will be applied to the all the channels. So let's go to the feedback and error. Click on feedback. No, click master. So feedback and error message. Enable communication object switching status. So I'm gonna enable this one. Enable communication object dimming value status. I'm not doing this because at the moment I'm not using any sort of visualization, so I'm not enabling this. But if you want to use it later, like if in case you want to visualize, you want to see what the percentage it is on a touch screen or something, so you might need to enable this as well. Let's go, this is parameter, so let's go back to the group objects. Channel 1, so you see channel 1 relative dimming, channel, and then switching status for channel A, and then channel B and channel C. Okay, so let's do the linking. Switch on and off, which is, if you see channel A switching, so switch on and off, and then status, chandelier status. So here you see channel A output, status switching. So this is the status. I link this the status. Relative dimming to the relative dimming. Now channel 2, which is channel B, is entry spotlight switching, then switch status, drag and drop to the status, and then relative dimming, drag and drop, relative dimming. Now channel 3, which is channel C, so wall light switching on and off, status on and off, and then relative dimming. So all three done. Now let's go back to switch actuator. Number one, channel A is stair step light. So this is, you don't need to change the parameters. And here this will go through a bit up. So general, you can enable like status response of switching state object switch status switch. So what this mean is status response of switching state object status switch. So only after change, you can do only after change when it change from on to off, so then it will transmit their status, or you can send it cyclically, like after 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 1 minute, it will transmit what's the current state is, whether it's on or off. But I'm leaving it like this at the moment. So exactly this will be like for the other channels as well. Each manufacturer have different database file and there will be slightly different changes. One thing is very important. Let's click on the channel A function. So you see the status here, object switching status, 1 is closed and 0 is on. So that is something you can change it. But for the lighting, this is fine. You don't need to change anything. And here, you can use it as a heating actuator as well. So in that case, you probably need to do some changes. But in this case, you don't need to do anything. We are using it for lighting only. Okay, so let's link. The first channel is entry steps light, and the status is here. Okay, so we have added individual light, each lights individually. This will give us control of each light individually. Let's link them. Let's create group object as well. So I'm going to copy this one because I will need exactly the same thing like this. Copy and paste, Control C and Control V, or you can just write it down one by one, but I'm going to do it like this to save time. So all entry lights on and off. I don't need the status because you can transmit the status to only okay, I will explain this in a minute. Okay, so all lights on and off and all entry lights relative dimming. So how we gonna do this? So all the lights, like all the 4 lights which is in the entry, I'm gonna drag and drop into this group object, and for the dimming I'm gonna drag and drop into here. So this one is channel A. Let's start it from the top to bottom. Channel A. Let's bring it a bit closer here so you can see the group addresses. So this is 001. Okay, that was on the top. So I'm going to drag and drop the switching here to there. So now you see it's linked with the 001 and 0025 as well. Now The next light, entry spotlight, I'm going to add into this group object as well. Entry wall light as well, and you see the count, it's become 3 here, so there is 3 objects already. Now the dimming, relative dimming, I'm gonna select, you can select all 3 together with the control button, holding control button, all 3, and I'm gonna drag and drop in here. Okay, let's do it once more. Let me show you one thing here. Okay, so let's select this all 4. If you look in here at the moment, this is okay, so let's do this one. This is undo, and this if you want to redo. So let's again select this 1, 2, 3 and bring it here. Okay, it gave me an error and warning note, warning message, which I just straight away click on it. That only in case that happen, like if you see here, it is 4-bit, this is 1-bit, this is 1-bit and 1-bit. So previously when I was linking all the 3 together, it was 1-bit, and it was asking me you are linking 4-bit object to a one group address, and as there was nothing else linked to that group address, I just press OK and it changed automatically to 4-bit. So that's something you probably see quite a few times. Okay, so we create all the group addresses and we link the actuator to that group addresses. So these actuator will listen to those group addresses, and whatever coming to that group addresses, this actuator will react to that. Now these are kind of you can say they are input devices, so they will take inputs, whatever keypad or the switch is sending to them. So we create all the group addresses for the entry section. Now let's go to the entry keypad. So this is important. We go to the parameters. Here you see highlight changes. So if you click on highlight changes, they will show you what's all the changes are. This switch is something not quite right. Rocker 2 switching. This is not right. This is I think so, this is bug in my ETS, but this shouldn't be showing this scene extension in here. It should not be showing here. So let's go to operation concept. So the first one I want it as a rocker, and the other 4 I want them as a separate button. So button function, button function. So operation concept, I changed that the first one is rocker function and the rest of the 2 is the button function. Okay, rocker 1, so it is switching. I need dimming here because I want to turn, I want it to be able to turn the all light on and all light off, and I also want them to be able to be dim and brighter. So let's click on dimming, and so you don't need to change anything else here. And okay, let's go back to the group addresses. So we have button 1 here, rocker 1, switching, and rocker 2, button 1 dimming. Let's click here, entry light. So this rocker, the right button on the rocker will turn all the 3 lights on, all the 3 dimmable lights on. Okay, one thing I missed, one thing. I have to add that stair step light as well. Let's do that only stairs. I don't want to add the stair lights. Let's do that separate, completely separate. So, and that was rocker 1, and rocker 1 switching is to link with the switching. Rocker 1 dimming to link with the dimming object. So when you press the rocker 1 on, it will turn on all 3 lights, and then it will turn off all 3 lights. Now let's go to the button number 3, which is at the moment switches. I'm going to change it to dimming because it is a dimmable light entry chandelier, which is dimmable, and toggle. So I'm going to leave it as a toggle. Button number 4, I'm going to use it for this entry spotlight, which is also dimmable. Button number 5, I'm going to do it also as a dimming option and toggle. Button number 6 is switching because the stair lights is only switching, and toggle. What toggle mean is when you press it once, it will send on, and then you press it again, it will send off and again on. So every time it will send opposite of the next one. Okay, go to group objects, button 3, which should be, so you drag and drop this here, button 3 here, and button 3 dimming is to the relative dimming. Button 4 is also dim, switch on and up into the switching, and button 4 dimming link to the button 4 dimming. Now wall light to button 5 switching, and button 5 switching. Okay, so what you see here, validation failed, link group address 0014 entry wall lights on and off status with button 5 dimming. Now you see here why it is, because the size is different. I'm trying to link 1-bit object to a 4-bit object, which is wrong. So what I need to do, because I intentionally tried to link this with a wrong object, I press OK here, and let's link it to the 4-bit. So now it didn't give any error. So this is 4-bit. And button number 6 is only on and off. This is button number 6, stair lights. So after downloading these 2 devices, we should be able to turn all 3 lights on, like entry chandelier, entry wall light, and entry spotlight by the top rocker. So when you press on, that on the top rocker, right side, so it will turn on all the 3 lights, and then turn off all the 3 lights on the left side. Or you can change it around. I think so. It's left side is on and right side is off. And then each button, you press one button once, it will turn on. Like button number 3, it will turn on chandelier. Button number 4 will turn on spotlight and off, entry wall light and stairwell light. Okay, now let's go to the bedroom. I'm going to copy these because I don't want to create it again and again, but I will show you how to create it. Let's see. I'm going to copy this here, but okay, so if you click on here, you can right click on here, air group address, you can write down which is chandelier. So I have bedroom 2 chandelier, and then on off status. Relative dimming, and that is 4-bit. Okay, let's see how I name them. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this 3 object here. Let's see. And again, I have spotlight, wall lights, and let's go to the. So I have bedroom chandelier, spotlight, wall light, and the last one is bedside lamp. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. Copy these, paste it twice, and change the name here. Bedroom 2 spot lights, wall lights, and the last one I'm going to do copy exactly the same thing from here and paste it there. So this one I need to change this name to entry wall lights, bedroom wall lights. Bedroom 2 lamps, bedside lamp. And here this is all bedroom 2. Okay, so we create the group addresses for the bedroom 2. Now we need go back to the linking of the dimmer actuator to these group addresses, and the same thing with the keypad as well. So either you can drag here to here, so this is switch in, and then status is output going here, and relative dimming is here, relative dimming. Now go the bedroom spotlights, which is switching, then relative dimming is coming here, and status is here, and the last one is wall lights. So the switching to switching object, relative dimming to the relative dimming object, and feedback or status to the status object, status group address. So all three done, and let's go to the switching actuator. The second channel is, this is going bedside lamp on, and status is to the status. Now let's go back to dimmer, and we need all on, mean like the all bedroom on and all bedroom off. So the rest of the three is like D, E, F channel. I need to link on 1, 2, and 3, link with the on, off, and dimming. I select all the dimming to the dimming, relative dimming object. Now in this case I want the bedside lamp to turn on as well when we press on and off. So I need to go to the switch actuator and link this one switching to the switching, and as it's not dimmable lights, so we will not be able to dim it down, or so it will only come on 100% and off. So I have linked that one to the bedroom 2 as well. So because when you get into the bedroom, you want each and everything on, but the key thing is you want each and everything off when you go out of your bedroom. So when you press off, you want all the lights to go off, including the bed lamps as well. Okay, now go back to the bedroom switch. So I go to the bedroom switch, click on the switch. This is, you see the scene extension. This shouldn't be showing in here. This seems like something, there is a bug maybe in my ETS. So hopefully the ETS, they will solve it as soon as possible. But you probably not seen this. So you will see only rocker 1, rocker 2, rocker 3. So you will not see this scene extension thing. This is because I copied this device, switch from another project where I was using as a scene. So you don't need to worry about that for the time being. So go to operation concept. I'm going to close this group object so you can see it in bigger window. Button function and button function. The first one is rocker 1 is dimming, which I'm going to do it dimming. Exactly the same like button 3 is dimming. Button 4 is dimming. Button 5 is dimming. Button 6 is switching. If you click on here, you see all these different dimming, ventilation blind, 1 byte value transmission, 2 byte value transmission, scene extension, 2 channel operation, controller extension. So you don't need to worry about all this, the rest of them. These are for the blind control. These you can send some fixed value to an object, or you can use it as a scene. This is for the temperature transmission or something like that. Scene. So you don't need to worry about all the rest. We'll do some video later about the blinds, 1 byte, and these bits later. So this button number 6 is switching. You don't need to worry about the LED status at the moment. I will cover them somewhere later. You don't need to worry about them at the moment. Okay, let's go. Okay, I click this here icon here, so it will show me the group addresses, because at the moment I closed the group addresses page. Okay, let's go back here, click on the bedroom group addresses and all the group addresses here. So the rocker number 1 is switching here for the switching, and rocker 1 dimming, link with the dimming. Button 3 should be button 3 is chandelier, bedroom 2 chandelier on, and dimming is button 3 dimming. Button 4 is spotlights, and dimming is dimming. Button 5 is wall lights, and dimming is for dimming. And button 6 is bedside lamp. Okay, so this is all done. So we have done the entry programming switch, we have programmed the entry switch, we have programmed the bedroom switch. Now we are going to the bathroom PIR. So this is the PIR. So let's go to the parameter setting. Now presence detector 1 I'm doing as a sensor, and sensitivity high, threshold so 400. If the lighting level is more than 400, then the light will not come on, but 400 lux. But if it's below than that, then the PIR will turn on the lights. But you can disable the brightness. You can disable this parameter here. So switching on, you can disable. I'm going to disable the PIR, the brightness inactive, so there will be no brightness. So object values sending on and off, switching. So master 1 bit switching on and off, and you can change the sensitivity, maximum, high, minimum, low. So you can change it around whatever you want the sensitivity. Okay, first thing we need to create the group addresses, and I'm not going to create all the group addresses like individual group addresses, because we are not using in this case. So I'm going to create bathroom on slash off. And let's go to the switches object, to the switch actuator. So we have three. Okay, I will create them as well, so we can see what is actually there. It's only because so people can understand what device is there. Or okay, let me write down something different. We can do on a different way. The channel C, channel D, and channel E. So I'll link all these three to the bathroom all on, all off. But you can write the description here. This is auto description where it's linked with the bed and bathroom. It's come up there, but you can change the name here. I'm gonna write this one, bathroom spotlight. Bathroom spotlights on slash off. This one is bathroom mirror light on slash off. And this one, the last one, is bathroom fan on slash off. One thing is very important in here to notice. So when somebody used the bathroom, they press turn on, all the lights will come on plus fan as well. When they go out, so when they press off, if you leave it like this, the fan will go up straight away with the lights. But what I want to do is I want the fan to be run for 5 minutes. So someone go out of the bathroom, so you want it to be the fan run for 5 minutes, so all the smells can go out and bring the fresh air. So let's do that. Add some delay to the off delay of the button to the fan. So let's click on here. Channel E is our fan. So function on channel E. Click on function on channel E. Let's close this one up. So we have enable time function delay, staircase lighting, and all this flushing. So let's do this. Click here. Now time. So what I want to do, I want here off delay, on off delay. Yeah. So delay for switching on 0, delay for switching on in second 0, but delay for switching off I want it 5 minutes. Okay, so this is done here. Now when you send off to this this channel, they will wait for 5 minutes and then it will go off. Okay, so let's go back to bathroom PIR. So we have only one output, which is master output, and let's see, let's suppose I want the light, if there is no movement in the bathroom, I want the light to go off after 10 minutes. So at the moment, if it's currently is set to 5 minutes, so if there is nobody in the bathroom or even someone in the bathroom sitting very quiet, not doing any movement for 5 minutes, the light will go off. But I want to change it to 10 minutes. So if you're sitting in a bathroom for 5 minutes doing nothing, so the light will not go off unless you stand still for 10 minutes. Or when somebody leave the bathroom and the light will go off after 10 minutes. It's just to show you how to set the time as well. You can set it to 2 minutes, 20 minutes. It depends how you want it. Okay, let's go to the group addresses. Go back to the bathroom and link this one output to the bathroom. Now this PIR will turn on all the 3 lights and turn off all the 2 lights plus fan, and turn off all the 2 lights plus fan. Okay, so that's all. I think I didn't miss anything. You should be able to do this project in a demo ETS. You don't need to buy a license for doing it. Let me know if you need any sort of help. If you are struggling to adding database, which is you go to the catalog and add the database, or anything else, just please let me know. I'm gonna add my link on my email address into the last slide. Thanks for watching the video.